What's up, guys? Good morning. It is Jonathan with One Big Impact. Interesting view, right? Usually I don't take videos here, and I haven't yet. I've just been really busy, so I apologize, with opening the gym, and it's just like a one-man band between me and extremely helpful clients that I get here and there, and my son, and just different people that have helped me along the way. It's a lot to do, even though it's not a huge place. It's nice. It's kind of messed up right now because it's the weekend and I'm doing some repairs. But you can see real quick, this is kind of the current state of the gym. Obviously, I need to figure out how to get the crap off the counter, but maybe I can walk you around real quick. If you saw it a couple months ago, you will see that it looks completely different. Like, these walls were really, really jacked up in the bathroom, and I was able to get them all really nice, which I was quite proud of myself for that. I actually kind of figured out how to do that exactly. Fixing the weather stripping on the door there that I just put in. This is a little cubby, and I'm just kind of giving you a quick gym view. Whoa, my eyes are really blue. What the hell? That was weird. Giving you a quick view of the gym. But this video is actually what can I eat on Atkins, so stick around if that's what you're looking for. This is a little cubby with all my clients' names on them, and we have all like their stuff, like their shoes, their weight belts, which I thought was kind of cool because that way it's not just laying everywhere or whatever. Obviously, we have the functional trainer. This is going to be my singlet for the new powerlifting event. You got the bench press here. We did the rubber flooring in a pretty significant area. Got the logo up yesterday, which was really cool. Mirrors. Got some dumbbells, getting ready to put that TV up. That's why it's all on the ground looking crazy. It's probably going to go there, I think. I'm not sure yet. I'll be doing that today. And then some weights, some more mirror. And then everybody's favorite, the cardio area. That was insert sarcasm. And then the little area where I sit and do stuff and stuff like that. So, quick little view of the gym, what it's looking like. Oh, and this is very important to me. It's probably the most important part of the whole gym. Goals. This is the goal board, and we do put different things on there, and it looks very sporadic and stuff, but extremely important with any type of your journey, any part of your journey. Doesn't really matter what you're doing. So, the thing I wanted to talk about today is somebody asked a question in the group, or not in the group, on my YouTube, and they said, what can I eat on Atkins? And I responded and I said, what specifically are you talking about? And I thought about it, and I said, maybe I'll make a video, and this video could be just like a basic understanding of kind of what Atkins consists of, or kind of what you can do while you're on Atkins type thing. So first of all, you got like 4 phases of Atkins. The first phase being induction, and then I would say that the second phase is going to be like 40 grams of carbs. First phase, 20 grams of carbs, 12 to 15 through vegetables, 18 to 22 total, and then you're going to bump that up to 40 on the next phase. The only reason I'm talking about those 2 phases is because most people never make it past that, which sucks. But if you do, that's great. So what I want to discuss is, I hate this angle. It's a good angle because you can see the gym, but it's not a good angle because I can't see you straight ahead. What I want to talk about is more along the lines of the foods that you can kind of look out for. So you can create meal plans and stuff like that pretty simply if you know the macros and stuff like that. A lot of people will ask, what exactly are the macros and this and that. The important thing that you have to remember is that if you're within a range of 60 grams of fat, or 60% fat, 20 to 25% protein, and 5 to 10% carbs, you're going to get some pretty good results. I would say The first thing that I would do would probably be just clean up your diet, like slowly. But foods to look out for. Let's not digress, Jonathan. Let's stay on track here. As far as meats, okay? Meats you got to be careful with because 95% of meats are perfectly fine, but when you get into the realm of like different kinds of pork loin, deli meats, um, prepared meats, like you'll get those like Lloyd's little tubs and stuff. It'll be like shredded beef or something like that, or bagged pre-cooked chicken, or chicken wings that have something on them or whatever. You got to be careful. So basically, the best way to understand this, aside from like sausages, like bratwurst and stuff like that, pretty much any raw meat that not been previously cooked, previously seasoned, none of that, almost indefinitely is going to be perfectly acceptable on this type of way of eating. The next thing, just moving on from that, and that's a very vague answer, but I think that covers pretty much most of it. The next thing is vegetables. Now, this is going to be construed, and somebody's going to say, no, that's BS, that's not the way, blah, 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 blah. So my general rule of thumb is if it grows above ground, it's usually okay. If it grows below ground, it's either on one side or the other, meaning like completely unacceptable or completely restricted, very minimally acceptable, meaning like if it's like an onion or radishes or something like that, yes, those grow underground, but you're going to minimize them. You're not going to eat onions all day long because, especially when you cook it, the sugar's released and then you're going to have some issues. As opposed to things like cucumbers, zucchinis, lettuce, green beans, bell peppers, it goes on and on. And I don't know all the vegetables like right offhand or whatever, but that's a pretty good general rule of thumb when you're looking at those things versus what I mean. I guess the extreme version would be like lettuce above ground, potato underground. It's pretty easy. But then again, pumpkin. You know what I mean? Like I get it. There's some weird stuff in there. And then fats. I think just a side note, I think on the problem on fats is people underestimate the impact of fats as far as the caloric density of it. The caloric density of a tablespoon of butter is pretty impactful on your daily routine. Meaning, like, if you have, just a spoonful of butter with every meal. I used to do that all the time. Like, I would cook in butter. It was just the thing I did. I don't know what you guys do. If I was going to make a steak, if I was going to make anything, it would just be like, pour as much butter in there as you can. And I didn't even use olive oil at the time or anything like that. Now I know, one would be a little bit cleaner. I could even use like a spray or something like that versus anything else, so I didn't add a bunch of calories, but then that goes in the chemical factor, whatever. Okay, I get it. But fats, you have to understand that although you do need to make up a majority of your food plan off of fats, you can go overboard very, very fast. What I mean by that is if you're getting something like 70% of fat out of like, however many calories you have to figure out exactly what that means and you have to measure it. So just because you're like, fat is my fuel, blah, 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 doesn't mean that you could just grab a little piece of cheese and that's okay, I'm going to eat 3 or 4 of them instead. A little nugget of cheese that big, maybe 100 calories. And if you eat a little handful of them, you're in a 800,000 calorie surplus and you're just not going to lose weight. Maybe you will in the beginning, but when you hit stalls and stuff like that, you're going to be like, Jonathan, I don't know what the hell's going on. Healthy fats that I would shoot for And the first one I'm going to put with a caveat. Avocado is a great healthy fat. I feel really good and clean when I eat avocados. I get burned out on them fast. But the caveat is they do have carbohydrates, and they are actually pretty high in the low carb realm. Meaning, maybe if you were eating carbs, it would be the least. But if you're not eating carbs, it may be one of the most. So make sure you count your net carbs on that. You're probably only going to get like a half of an avocado or something like that. So keep that in mind. But a great healthy fat with lots of nutrients, and minerals, and vitamins. Another one is going to be like olive oil. I see a lot of people using ghee. I have not used that. I don't know what the hell it's about. Anything with like animal fats is good. Make sure you try to factor in, the fats from everything. I would recommend that. If you're creating your own meal plan, it's important that you understand that there's fat in other stuff. Eggs are probably a good source. There's some fat in there. In addition to that, butter. The only butter I pretty much use anymore, to be completely honest, is going to be like Kerrygold, salted. I don't know what the hell the point of the unsalted one was. I guess being, a low carber, we think that everything that is low carb is made for us. It's not necessarily true. I'm sure they did not make Kerrygold butter for low carbers. Now they're starting to make different stuff for people that are specifically low carb, but I don't think a widely used thing like that is. So some other fats. It could be peanut butter, not in the beginning. And I definitely have that in my meal plan right now, and I feel like I gotta get rid of it because it is a freaking trigger food for me, and it's screwing me up again. And it's pretty obvious, like you could just type in healthy fats and stuff like that. Just try to stay away from anything that's going to send you off overboard. Cheeses, obviously, and stuff like that. But a lot of your fats, believe it or not, you're going to get through like your regular foods. So the additional that you supplement with isn't a whole lot. So make sure you keep track of that. I hope that was informational. If you are new here, please check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for Healthy Life. I do have meal plans available. I'm only currently selling 8-week meal plans for $80, so I'm not really messing with smaller than that right now. And the reason is because if you think you're going to drop all your weight in 4 weeks, you're probably crazy. And you might drop all your weight in 4 weeks. But I would say if you're not giving yourself at least 2 months to be able to, get through that process, it's probably a good idea. This is just a little side note. Actually, I think I'm going to make a completely separate video on this. But I hope this information helps you. If you guys like our video, please like, share, comment, subscribe to our channel. Remember to be stronger than your excuses, spread love, not hate, drink your damn water, stay on track, and like I said, go check us out on Facebook. Our group is called Healthy Living for Healthy Life. Thanks, guys.